Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 11 recap, live fan reactions. Wow, Daryl with a morning star. So many things that I liked about tonight's episode. This is just going to be a reaction video. We'll do the recap tomorrow. I could probably do a complete recap tonight, but absolutely. Look, it may not be for everyone, but this had everything in The Walking Dead that I want. I'm going to ask you guys really quickly, put your scores in there. Let me know what you thought about it. Before we get into tonight's stream, how about a quick shout out for our Patreon army? You see them up there on the screen. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Wonderful, wonderful group of people. And look, the verdict might still be out on Negan. Maybe he didn't fire the arrow. Maybe, next week it looks like it gave us a little bit of a hint. But, woo, that drama, that build-up tonight, you could just feel it in the air. Tyler Bradley, what's up, Tyler? Good to see you, man. Still love Negan. And is Maggie about to save the day? Good question. That is interesting to find out if Maggie is lurking somewhere, if she's going to bring the group back, or, the preview. Did the preview next week did it spoil it a little bit? It is a cliffhanger, but then when they showed the preview, I think I would have preferred not to see a preview next week. Now, you don't know who all's dead and who all got out of it. But clearly, they abandoned Hilltop, and they're still out there on the run somewhere. I mean, it's going to be like that. But I thought the preview might have showed just a little bit too much. I thought they showed just a little bit too much because in the comic, everybody knows that Negan kills Alpha, and then they're kind of walking toward that little shed together, and yeah. Steve Smitherman, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Episode made me have a huge You know what, Steve? It absolutely did. In fact, that's good to see you. And that's the exact thought that I was thinking about is, didn't you feel like for the first time ever, we've been talking about who's going to lead the group and does Daryl really have the respect of everybody? He's sort of been out there. But when they had Daryl standing by the cemetery, and then the Daryl Ezekiel scene was very moving, and for him to walk up in front of everybody with no shield and just kind of that quiet look he gave to everybody. Look, I'm not trying to replace Rick Grimes, but this was as close as I've seen to a leader. I've always respected Daryl's character, but he was always in a secondary role. And tonight, and with Michonne leaving and with Rick leaving the show, tonight was the first time I ever felt like we have a brand new Rick Grimes. And if you guys are offended by that because I know you love Rick Grimes, I'm sorry, but tonight I thought the show took a huge, huge step in a brand new direction. I loved it. I love Daryl's dialogue. I don't feel like, he doesn't have to give the speeches. He doesn't have to. And I think that's the difference is Rick, Rick would have been up there and he would have probably given them a couple minutes, we're the ones who live. We're the ones who live, something like that. Well, Daryl doesn't have to say anything. Daryl's kind of that quiet leader. But boy, when he's limping out there with his bad leg, and he's not behind anybody. He's swinging that Morning Star. And the thing with Daryl tonight is he had a plan. Like he knew that he was going to that he might have to give his life for the group, and if he does, Ezekiel, you take care of Judith. I love the forward thinking. We got Joe Fulford. I think Michonne saves the day and brings help. Maybe, Joe. I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities, but we haven't seen Michonne's, how everything goes down with what's going on with Virgil. So I don't know. It would feel good. I would like it, but we've kind of already seen that song and dance before with Maggie and Shiva and coming in to save the day for Rick's group. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit different this time, to be honest. So I'm going to ask the group right now, of all the things in tonight's episode, if you had to pick one thing to react to, let me know what you liked the most. It was a very, very real episode. We got June Smith in the house. What's up, June Smith? Good to see you. Kills, hello, Army. Man, I just can't say I never thought I could go in without Rick Grimes, but oh man, I feel like it's my show once again. I'm in love with The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is such a sad show. June, I don't know if I could have said it any better. Last two comments between Steve and June, absolutely great. So all of us seem to be feeling the same thing. The show, as good as the show is, I was looking forward to tonight's episode, and tonight is by far my favorite episode of the year. I love the build up. I love the mending of relationships. I love the Carol conversation. Well, first Ezekiel, he had to seek out Carol, and he let her know that somebody still cares for her. And then Carol and Ezekiel seem to make up. And then the scene with Carol and Lydia. Wow. What a great dialogue that needed to happen. And Carol smokes her cigarette and she just suddenly says, I'm going to kill her. You know, and it wasn't, at this point, it's the first time we've seen Carol under control. She still wants to kill her, but when she first saw Alpha, it was emotion. And it was all this hatred for what she did to Henry and how she destroyed Carol's life. You know, Carol was in an abusive relationship. She finally got in a good situation. She finally had a family. And people forget, I know they've been blaming Carol quite a bit. People forget that Alpha pretty much took everything from Carol again. When she finally had what she thought was the perfect life. And you know what? She lived in a kingdom. So, I mean, I know it's kind of not fairy tale-ish, but I think it was intentional that they made her the queen because she deserved it. And then now it's like the venom and the hatred toward Carol for getting people in trouble. She's out of control. And tonight, she seemed focused again. We got Ekum. Ekum says, Daryl truly became the leader tonight. His scene with Judith was also heartwarming. Him walking to the gate to fight with new wings was iconic. No doubt about it. Ekum, there's so much that I could break down from tonight's episode. The angel wings, the Judith, Kaylee Fleming. If you guys don't know, I mean, if you are not a Judith fan at this point, how she was scared and the way Daryl kind of got her to talk, and then she opens up, she goes, well, if I was scared, I'd be scared for RJ. And then she kind of elaborates a little bit. I love the Judith character. I love the way she is Rick Grimes tough, but she still sometimes shows she's a little kid. Great stuff. Tyler Bradley, I thought you wanted them to join you. They will join me as part of my horde. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and Negan, he didn't flinch. You know, I don't know if I can ask the group, though, because I know what we think the outcome is going to be. But I do have to say, they pushed me a little bit more toward the Negan is buying in. The Negan is not going to come back. So I still think it feels like, yes, it is flammable. But I still feel like something is going to go down to change his mind. But it felt really, really dark with Negan tonight. Ben the Tin Man. Remember Eugene's realization that Rosita earlier in the season that he hasn't been a good friend due to his infatuation with her, now full circle and values her more and chooses not to kiss her. Great point. I'm afraid for Rosita. I said this a couple weeks ago. Her closure with Eugene, her not wanting to tell Father G about the Horde because of Coco and afraid that he will come to Hilltop. I feel Rosita's gone more than ever. I do. I'm as big a Rosita fan as anybody. I would probably put her in my top 5, just like I put Abraham in my top 5. And I was sad to see Abraham go. For a long time, he was my number one character. I know a lot of you guys love Rick and you love Daryl. Abraham, but I felt that it needed to happen, right? Even though I liked him. Rosita, I think she's going to do something memorable. When she said to Eugene, we can't let those skin freaks win. I got a little bit of cold chills when she said that. I'm thinking like, wait a minute. She's got something planned. Eugene's contraption, he spent a lot of time doing it. Probably didn't take out more than 10 or 15 walkers. A lot of effort Eugene put in for such a little result. And This is the thing. Maybe you guys caught this or you didn't. This show started with fear and built up to courage, to acceptance of whatever happens. And that's three important stages, right? You're afraid, and then you kind of, okay, we're going to fight, and then it's whatever, we're going to fight, and whatever happens. So it kind of got to that plateau. And then it sort of started backing down to that. See, this is what scares me. Like, when they get back to fear, that's when we're in trouble. So fear to courage to acceptance to doubt to fear again. It's like this little mountain that they're going to go up. And I felt a small bit of it when Eugene's contraption broke. Give me a quick thumbs up or give me a quick 999 if you felt the same way. Like, okay, they're good, but then they all sort of got just that slight little bit of doubt when his device didn't work as well as it did. And then right after that, it was the sap, right? So the flammable sap. Now they know that they're in trouble because people are going to catch on fire. We got Dead on Leprechaun. Rosita timer is on. Leprechaun had a Terra timer for a long time. So now he's got the... Don't do that to me. Look, I wasn't a Terra fan, so that was okay. Now it's Rosita. I don't know that I want a timer, Leprechaun. Yeah, great stuff. And if you're a fan of great writing and great storytelling, tonight was the episode. Wow. All right, now that we've got everybody here, and this is not going to be a super long stream because I know you guys want to catch Norman Reedus and also Greg Nicotero. The Talking Dead is on their normal time, and I appreciate you guys splitting time, sharing a little bit of time with all of us, and then also sharing, watching the show. But I do want you guys to see your exclusive sneak peeks and some of the strategies and some of the, the one Walker, the first one that got electrocuted, the special effects there was wonderful. So shout out to Greg Nicotero doing a tremendous job with this episode. I'm trying to think. So now that we got everybody here really quickly, let me get that scoring again. From a 1 to a 10, everybody, be bold, make your decision right here, right now. I absolutely thought it was perfect. I thought it was a perfect episode. I could probably do a stream later on the week and ask if this is the best Walking Dead episode ever, but then I get trolled like, no, this one was better. But this to me was as good as it got. And I'm going to ask you guys, if you guys want to see great acting, last week's episode, I meant to mention this last week, but there was something really, really small and subtle that when I watch not just a show, I pay a lot of attention to body language, hand gestures, eye contact, how detailed the characters are with each other. And I want you guys to do me one favor for extra credit. If you really want to see and fully understand the talent of just not even the stars on the show. Thora Birch, Gamma. Go back and watch the scene where Rosita and Gamma, Mary, were in the back of the wagon. And it's real subtle. Maybe you called it, maybe you didn't. But she reached out her hand to Rosita and she said, Mary. And Rosita said, I know. And they put the camera back on Thora Birch. And she got a knot in her throat. Like it was an uncomfortable swallowing in that moment. Maybe you didn't see that or you don't look at the detail. It was subtle, but it was such an important detail for me to see how she was uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time. And watch The Walking Dead to that level of interest, and I'm telling you, you forget that it's a zombie apocalypse because the characters do such a damn good job of being characters and being real. So unbelievable, just that moment. And there were so many of them tonight. The Carol and Ezekiel scene, where Carol got her sense of humor. The nice little subtle jab about leaving it on the dresser. Great. I hope they didn't expend all of the goodness because the inside jokes were good tonight. The humor was good. The darkness and despair was good. The Lydia Carroll scene. I mean, yeah, I got so much to talk about with this. We got Luna Cosplay says Hilltop is on fire and the kids are in there. They are. But let me ask this question. Was the trees Negan's doing? I mean, he did it the first time, right? So was that Negan giving them the idea to block the path? And if it was, are you guys still feeling that Negan, look, he gave up Gamma. He slept with Alpha. He beat Alpha with the switch. He let her do it to him. He probably blocked the road with the trees. And he gets a smile like, you were a badass, you know, when she is going to kill them all. So at this point, there's nothing leading us to believe that Negan is going to help our group. Now, that could change. You know, maybe he sees Judith. Maybe he has a change of heart. Something might happen. And it can still happen. But all I'm going to say is, up to this point, we just have blind faith in Negan. Which, not saying there's anything wrong with it, because he did help Judith and he did help Dog. But with what they've done to him, I could see him not wanting to help them. Shannon Brown, Carol is smoking. She's about to go off. She is. But she does seem a lot more composed this time around. I felt like we got Carol back tonight. I feel like Daryl took that step to become the true leader that everybody looks forward to. And everybody else is going to follow that lead. They are following him just like Rick Grimes. So, the Grim Gamer, do you think Daryl's going to die? I think there is zero chance that Daryl's going to die. Look, Rick Grimes didn't die. Michonne's not going to die. There's no way Daryl's going to die. It's just not going to happen. Zero chance. You know, and at this point, especially, there's no chance Daryl's going to die after that awesome display of leadership tonight. It would be the most disappointing and shocking thing in my mind in the history of television if they killed Daryl. So I don't think so. It would be beyond a riot. That is your show. I mean, at this point, there's so many great people on the show, but let's not mistake the fact that Daryl's carrying the weight of the leadership. It's not to say anybody's doing a bad job by any means. I will tell you, from the highest paid actor to everyone on the show, I think the actors are incredible. I thought Alden did a good job tonight, too. I think he's very passionate about the character, but I thought Alden and Earl. You know, Earl giving that speech like a drill sergeant, that was good stuff. That was good stuff tonight. Ben the Tin Man, trying to put my frame of mind of what would I be thinking about Negan if the comics didn't exist? You know what? That's why he's the Tin Man, because he funnels right there with me. I could not have said that more perfectly. If the comics did not have it set up for Negan to kill Alpha, I agree, Ben. I think it would be, everybody would be cursing Negan right now. This is what they would be saying. He betrayed us one time. We trusted him. Yeah, he did help a few people, but he was only doing it for himself. And now he's got a chance to get revenge on everybody. And now look at him. That's exactly what most people would be saying if the comics didn't exist. I did, Beth. That was great. RJ wearing Rick's hat, Daryl's jacket. So many things to appreciate in tonight's episode. RJ, Judith, Daryl, Michonne's not there. Judith was saying Dado, she named for a sword. That was her code with Michonne. Eugene has 1 week. Eugene's got a reason to fight, right? He's got a date. So Eugene's going to survive it. There's no way. Eugene is, I know a couple people were saying, a week or two back, they were saying, well, Eugene might not make it. Well, Eugene is the connection between the Commonwealth and our group. So I don't think there's any chance Eugene's going to die. I do think Rosita's gone. Lydia or Mary, you could probably flip a coin on either one of the two of them. I think one or two of them are going to go, and I think there's going to be a few more. But I am super, super fired up. What an amazing episode tonight. Hey, everybody, we're about 20 minutes in. We got a tremendous group. Do me a favor, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what we do, if you like getting together, talking about The Walking Dead. This is our reaction video. It is awesome to see so many faces. I see you, Mike. I see Steve. I see Luna. So many people I haven't seen in a while. So great to be back with you guys. Great to be talking about The Walking Dead. We will be back tomorrow doing our complete recap. There's going to be more psychology. There's going to be more hidden clues. There's going to be more dialogue. We're going to break it down like you've never seen it broken down before. So be here tomorrow night. Hang out with us. And then we're going to do our bold predictions during the week. And then, of course, if you like spoilers, Thursday night we will do spoilers. If not, I understand. We don't want to get spoilers out there too fast, but we certainly want to do our bold predictions during the week and see how close we are on some of the things that go down and then confirm them with the spoilers. Thanks for everything that you guys do. I'm Killshot. You guys are the 999 Army, the best group of YouTube discussers, forum, format, CSI. I mean, you guys do some amazing things. Appreciate hanging out with you guys, talking about the best shit on television. Tonight should remind everybody of why The Walking Dead is, without a doubt, the best show on television. Talk to you all soon. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Go enjoy Talking Dead and look for some more of those hidden clues because we got a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.